Hello everyone, this is Quake from Next Gen Windows, bringing you a Windows 8.1 app review. Haven't done this type of thing in a while. This is more of a Windows Phone / Windows 8 app review. Since this is a universal application, what you see in front of you is Age of Empires Castle Siege. Now, Age of Empires Castle Siege is pretty much your typical type of Clash of Clans game where you defend your base, build armies of troops, which I'll show you in a second with this army camp, and upgrade your troops and you build buildings and things like that. If you've played Clash of Clans or heard of it, it's pretty much the same thing. Clash of Clans being like the king of that genre, of this genre here. But here it is, Age of Empires Castle Siege. Now, for starters here, let me start off by saying this is a universal application. What does that mean? That means that if I move this tower over here to this corner here, and then as I turn on this Windows phone here, and let's go to it on my phone, which is right here on Project My Screen app on the right side, just like that. If I open it up, you can see it right here that Age of Empires Castle Siege is loading, and watch where I put that tower before. When it finishes loading, the tower should be in the same place on my phone just as well. And there it is right there. There's that tower that I moved around. It is in the same place as before. So also take a look at my gold over here. Max gold is 4450. So if I tap, not gold, sorry, wood. If I tap this wood camp, which I'll show you more things in depth later on, you can see it's now at the max. Then when I open up the app on Windows 8.1, it's going to say this account was accessed from another device. You are being logged out. Basically, if you were to open it up in another device, it'll tell you the same thing, and then you'd have to restart it. But because I have opened them up at the same time. So let me close this, and then there you go. See, gold has, not gold, wood. It looks like gold. Wood has maxed out at 4450 because it carried over seamlessly as a universal application, which is a really, really, really awesome plus side for this application. I would love to see this on other platforms, iOS, Android. Actually, I don't really know how Android would do it because there's no really desktop side of things except for Chrome OS. But iOS, I would hope they would do that on there too. That way, it's just good for people in general to be able to download, say, Clash of Clans on their phone, and it would carry right over without having to do any extra stuff. Obviously, yes, Clash of Clans is on iPhone, and yes, it is on iPad as well. But most people only have one. And I believe actually Clash of Clans it's kind of like universal where it does carry over on your phone. But this just seems cooler because why not? This is Windows. On top of that, a cool thing about this is when you build walls, say on Clash of Clans, when you build a wall, it doesn't really go in line with your tower if you want to build a tower at the corner of the wall. Now, I saw this on some higher level person. And what's cool about this is if you take this tower, click on it, you can see what level it is, level 2, and then you drag it over to this one, you can see right there that this tower has attached itself to the gate, to the wall. And if I detach it, watch this wall right here, this wall piece. If I detach it, bam, it looks like that, which means it's at the end of the wall. Click on this, it's part of the wall. So it's a pretty cool feature right there, right off the bat. Now, what I clicked on here, this is like your standard menu of everything, menu of things, and what it does right here, it allows you to choose different options here. So loot just means you can buy gold and stuff like that. You can buy with real money some gold so that you can fill up all this other stuff to play the game faster. Military, anything related to military, whether it be archery ranges, army camps, barracks, siege workshops. If you're familiar with Age of Empires, you're familiar with a lot of this terminology. If you're not, it'll take some getting used to, like Heidelberg University. Pretty much it's just a university. You can see info, read about it, founded in, this is history right here, and this just tells you about the game's implementation of it. And then if you click on the Hall of Heroes, Valiant War Heroes could often, so you can see here, I'm not sure if this is really history. I don't know anything about really Hall of Heroes, but you can see game information about it. Tells you what it is, what it does. So it's a cool thing. You can always drag and drop new things. So like right now, if I want to add let's see what this does. This is the Heidelberg University. Heidelberg University produces new military technologies that improve your ability to wage war and defend your castle. Spend penance here to earn technology from other civilizations. So this one also allows you to summon unlock heroes. So select heroes you will take into battle. Also where heroes will recover from battle. So I think I'm gonna get this hero thing. So if we click that, you can see it's using up the food that is available. For some reason, it's not wood. Don't ask me why. This is Microsoft Logic, or Microsoft Studios Logic rather. But luckily for me, I have a camp here, a farm, and what do farms do? They give you food. So there you go. I got some food from it. Another thing is when you click on info from every building, you can see more. And if they're production buildings like farms and lumber houses and stuff like that, you can see the production rate. So this is 150 food per hour. So every hour real time, it gives you 150 food. So if you wait till it fills up completely to the 600, which will take, let's do the math. Let's see, 4 hours. It'll take 4 hours for this thing to get to 600. And basically after that amount, it won't overflow or anything like that. It'll just stay at 600 until you come back in the game and you click on it to get your food back. And then which it will generate more food up to 600 until you upgrade its max. So you can see, let's click on this. You can see right here, this is a level 3 farm and this is level 2 farm. So level 3 farm that I have generates up to 1600 food. So this is 200 per hour. So I'm not gonna do the math on that, but it'll take longer to get to 1600, but at the same time, the output is more. So you can collect a bigger load later on. And that goes the same as every other production building. This is the lumber yard. It generates, see the storage capacity of the lumber yard is filled. So if I was to take the lumber, then I could, in fact, it would add to my stockpile, which my total stockpile is filled to the max. So obviously I can't do anything else until I upgrade the total capacity. So a way you would upgrade your total capacity is simply by upgrading the lumber yard. So if you upgrade the lumber yard, the storage capacity of the lumber yard goes from 1200 to 3250 at level 3. At level 2, it is at 1200. At level 3, it will upgrade to 3250, and the health will go up just as well. And the way you know your total of amount of wood is simply by adding up the current amount. So if you see this right here, the storage capacity of this lumber yard is 3250. 3250 plus this right here, which is 1200, equals this 4450. However, if you upgrade this to 3250, all you do is multiply it by 2, and your maximum right there, which it tells you. I'm not doing the math on that because I hate math. But you get the point of this whole thing. It's not really a math game at all. I'm just taking it too far. Point is, it's a cool game that you can do to pass time. Maybe if you're just waiting in between shifts or something like that, you can just pop in real quick, check your base, see if someone's attacked you, and then drop out. Now, a cool thing about this game as well is this right here, the barracks right here. So you can upgrade your units. Currently, I've unlocked these 3 units. I haven't unlocked this yet. You can upgrade your units to whatever levels, and when you upgrade them, you can see they have upgrade stats and their current stats in white. Their upgrade stats will obviously make them a lot better if you upgrade them, but you must upgrade the barracks themselves. So the general gist of it is, if you've never played any game in this genre at all, which is, I guess they call it the base defense genre or the base attack genre, whatever it's called, is every building on this screen here. So let me zoom out. Every building that I own on this screen is upgradable. What they upgrade and how the upgrade affects your current base depends on when you click this upgrade button. That determines what effect it has on your base. So if I upgrade this, it unlocks me the ability to upgrade my units up to level 3, 2, and 1 for this guy. And so on for every building here. They give you a thing. So let me click on that because it was bothering me. I need to use some wood. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here and I'm going to go to fortification. Then I'm going to go do some walls. So I wonder if I can build a wall over this thing. Oh yeah, it does. So cool thing that I didn't even notice until just now is that unlike Clash of Clans does not have roads, roads that actually do something. See, this road connects out here. And what I learned from this game is that when you attach a road from your castle, so you can see right here, There's a road here, there's a road on this side, and there's supposed to be a road on, I don't think there's a road on this side, but it's on these three corners here. When you attach this road to what I was starting here to here, it generates gold over time. Not gold, sorry. Yeah, it generates gold over time, which is really good for upgrading units faster. And if you connect this road to here, same difference, and I already did it to here because it was the easy one. So it's a cool thing, and on top of that, a difference between this and Clash of Clans, which makes it better in a way, is that the slight difference where if you build a wall over a road, instead of not being able to build it, instead of not being able to build the wall, it in fact automatically makes it into a gate. So I'm losing my voice. So if I click accept, there we go. We have a gate over this road, which means that if another player tries to attack you with their units when they attempt to attack you, which I'll show you in a second, they will not be able to get directly into the castle and start attacking it. They will have to destroy the wall first, unless they have a unit that can climb over the walls, which they do have. I don't believe I have right now. So if I click accept and click accept, and then I go away from it, let me move these buildings back slightly, just like that, and further back. I'm probably not doing this the most efficient way, but right now I don't know what I'm doing. But eventually I'll have a layout that I actually like. Let me get back to the walls. So you can see right here also really closely is that there's a maximum amount of walls you can build per castle level. So currently at castle level, I believe I'm at level 3. I can build 35 walls, of which I've only built 9. So let me start here and just start going back. I don't want that side. I wish they would add an update where you can just drag walls and they'll start, building and calculating how much you're spending. But it already knew that I wanted to build the square, so we're not going to worry about it. So there we go. I built 2 things here, and what I'm going to do to add to that is I'm going to build another archer tower. I'm in fact going to build it on the outside of this wall, just so that when it finishes in 5 minutes, I can replace this corner of it with the archer tower, and that way any units that try to come and attack or come near any of my buildings will get shot down by this tower. So you can see here, when you click on towers, they do have a radius that they can shoot, and obviously their radius is within this circle here. And this tower here, the radius is within the circle, and so on like that. So it's a cool thing. Let me just put this here because it was bothering me. But there you go. It's like the ultimate OCD game, because you can arrange everything exactly how you want it to be, and then hope for the best that someone can't figure out their way into it. That way they destroy your base and take all your resources and leave. You just got to worry about that. So you see peace treaties up here. For a quick layout run through, sorry it's been jumping around, but a quick layout run through. On the top right here, on top left here, you have my current gamer tag, and this is Xbox Live compatible. That's why it's able to carry over to your phone easily. My current gamer tag, you have your, crowns. Crowns are basically your, I want to say like your level. So the higher your crowns, that determines what types of players you can attack and who can attack you. So if your crown is like at up to 1,000 because you've played it that long, players that are around level, crown 1,000, you can call it level 1,000, will attack you, and obviously those players will be extremely hard compared. Well, they might be equal to you if you have a base my level and somehow you've gotten to 1,000. I don't know how you did that. Please tell me. But at my level, these are all low level players that will be attacking me around level 2. I think it's roughly, give or take, plus 5 or 10. So 12, 2, and so on and so forth. And then right here, build capacity. Build capacity basically just means that how many things you can do at the same time. So how many things you can build at the same time. So currently I'm building 2 buildings. I'm upgrading I'm building this Hall of Heroes, and I'm building this tower here, which only has 2 minutes and 52 seconds left. And that used up 2 out of my 4 build capacity. Now once these finish in building, I'll have 4 free, and then I can upgrade or build 4 different buildings at the same time. So upgrading buildings affects this build capacity, and building buildings affects this build capacity. Peace treaty. Peace treaty pretty much just means that if you have a peace treaty of about, let's say, 7 days, that just means that Nobody's going to be able to attack you for 7 days. You're safe. Your base is safe from raiders for 7 days. Raiders being other players. Over here, you have your food count, which affects affects if you can train any units or upgrade certain buildings that require food. Like this building, the archery range requires 6,000. I only have 1,100. Wood does the same thing as food. Only some buildings require wood instead. I'm not sure which one does. I believe yes, the towers. Let's upgrade the walls. So the wall just upgraded and it changed itself slightly. There you can see how it looks different per upgrade. And use up some of my wood. Then you have gold here. Gold is the currency, is the real money currency of the game. So when you press this plus button, you can spend real money to get gold. And if you spend real money to get gold, you can see right here, some buildings, if you want to upgrade them instantly or build them instantly, they cost a certain amount of gold. So that's if you don't feel like waiting, you can spend real money to get gold. This right here is like your clan. So you can be part of clans, which I guess they call them penance. Penance in battle by destroying research buildings. And penance are used to unlock items. I guess I was wrong. I don't know what penance are right now because I'm not high enough to do that. So I lied about that. Oops, my bad. Right here, you can see the settings button. Nothing really too much. Sound effects, army ready. These are just notifications, help support if you need anything in the credits. I showed you this already. This is the market. Allows you to build stuff and spend money to get stuff. This right here is social, so it shows you when you click that, it brings up alliances. Alliances is like clans. You can choose to join many alliances, or you can create an alliance, or see your friends that are also doing things like that. Achievements, yes, there are achievements. You don't have to go to the Xbox Games app to view them, but you could. You got leaderboards, so you can see like people who are the top players. So like this guy, he is in age 5, but he's number 1. This guy is on age 8, which is crazy, and he's number 2. So let's visit let's visit his base to see how it looks when you're way later in the game, which I obviously am not. So let's wait for this thing to load up. Hopefully it doesn't crash. So your base can look crazy. Your base can look like this. He's got a huge compound. He's got walls everywhere, towers between walls. He's got crazy towers. I'm not even going to spoil exactly what these towers are. If you play the game, you will you'll probably be able to click on each one and see which one. I'm pretty sure he'll stay number 1 or 2 forever, because players like these, they play the game a lot. I can't even talk. As well as having news, which gives you updates about the game. So if you click this, you can see the news. This news shows up every time you open up the game. It just shows you the latest news about the game, whether there was a new patch or what the patch was about. This right here, when you click on it, is My Army. It gives you a quick overview about anything about your army. So if you have a heroes thing, which I'm building right now, if you have any hero, you can see your heroes, how many heroes you have, and select which ones you want to use in battle. You can see how many people you've trained currently. So currently I've trained these guys here. Actually, I've trained these 2 here. I've trained this, I guess he's called it an infantry. And then you also call this a raider. I've trained this thing. And I've also trained this right here, which is a battering ram, which obviously is good against gates. I've trained those things there, and you can see the camp of what I can currently build, or what I've currently built. And obviously they let you jump directly into, train your troops very easily in this game. And then this right here, before I click on that, cross swords, is your attack and defense log. So you can see here, I've won 3 out of my 4. I've won 3 out of my 4 attacks, and this is what units I used for that attack, how much I earned from it, like how much crown I earned from it, how much food and wood I earned from it, and how much crown again that I earned from it. So it's a pretty cool thing. And then this is defense log. People who have attacked me, clearly I failed like every single time. It's pretty sad how someone has not actually destroyed my base before. Well, some people have not. I don't know how that's possible. How do you get 0% from my base? You can also view replays of your base, who attacked your base. So if I hit this replay button, you can see the person, what they did to attack my base. So we can see where they're starting. They're probably thinking about where they're going to attack. So let's fast forward a little bit. Okay. Maybe he was just sitting there quietly and he didn't know where to start, so he just let the time run out. Okay, there it is. Right there, slow it down. You can see what he attempted to do. My tower took everything out before he could even run up closer. My tower just wrecked through all his people. So let's speed this up. See, he just got torn apart. Now he's trying to attack my tower again. The very same tower that took him out, he's trying to attack it again. He's trying to attack all around my towers. He's raiding that right now. He's getting wood from it. But he got wrecked from this one tower alone. So all his units got wrecked by my 2 towers. I don't know why he tried to go after them when he could go after the resources first. But yeah, his units got wiped out, and you can see why. This button right here is just your alliance messages. So if you have an alliance or you're pending invites from alliances, you can also you can see what messages or what invites came in. So if you hit search, it goes to the alliance menu. And last but not least, this is I would call it the battle icon. So if you hit this battle icon, you can go to single player and you can go to multiplayer. A big difference between single player and multiplayer: multiplayer, you attack other people, real people. Single player, you attack CPU bases. In single player, the difference between single player on Clash of Clans campaign and this game is that in this game you don't use your own units. You use random units. So here they are. They predetermine what units you're going to use. So I've gotten wrecked on this base every single time I've done it. I don't know why. I'm terrible at this. But we're going to try this new one. Capture of Aleppo. Destroy the keep and obtain these rewards. So I got to obtain these rewards. That must mean that you get what is this, stone? Yeah, you get stone later on in the game. So the reward for winning this battle is greater than your storage buildings can hold. If you win, the excess loot will be lost forever. Continue. Chances are I'm not going to win anyway, so I'm not even going to worry about it. So you can see right here, I don't have these units. Well, I have all these units unlocked, but I have 1 battering ram currently, and I haven't even trained this unit at my actual base. They gave me these units, and I haven't even trained this number of units. So they give you random units that you can use to attack other bases. I'm just gonna fail really quickly at what I'm supposed to do with this. Let's go with let's go with this. Let's attack that. And then you can drag to attack. Dang, they destroyed my guy. Oh my gosh. So yeah, as you can see right here, I'm just gonna click everything in one spot. You shouldn't do that if you're playing this game. Don't click everything in one spot. You're gonna fail really badly. But you can see right there, they're attempting to destroy the base. Clearly, I'm not gonna destroy the base because I am not great at this game at all. I am terrible at this game. But that's what happens when you attack other bases. And then you can always surrender, which I'm going to do because that was a terrible, terrible demonstration. So you can see the keep was not destroyed, which means you failed the mission. And then you can see what units that you used to do that mission. You don't have to use all the units, but these are the units I used, and all of which died. So there's pretty much the general gist. It was a pretty long video, but this is pretty much the general gist of these type of games. This game in particular being Age of Empires Castle Siege. If you have any questions or anything like that about the game, or if you want to even invite me to your alliance, please do. If you want to know any tips about the game, I don't know if I'll be able to be the best person to tell you any tips. It looks like this archer tower finally finished building, so let me just drag this in before the video ends. Yeah, if you have any questions about the game or any other games out there on the Windows Store, please let me know in the comment section below, or tweet me, Next Gen Windows, Facebook, Next Gen Windows. Pretty much anywhere you can search Next Gen Windows and you see my logo, that is the real Next Gen Windows. Nobody has made those clone pages yet. But essentially, that is it. I am Kwaku, and this is Next Gen Windows, and this was Age of Empires Castle Siege. I will catch you guys later. Look at all this wood. It's great.